The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Hi, I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker of Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm here with my co-host, husband, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney. How are you?
Oh, you beat me to it. I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay. How was your drive in this morning?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
You took a different route.
I took a long cut.
Because the usual route usually jams you up, and today it was smooth sailing.
Yeah, really,
right?
it was smooth sailing.
Okay. We're here with Tony Amendolaro, owner of Crystal Clear Spring Water Company, located in Dunmore. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys today?
Good. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
You were here some time ago, same time of year, about 4 years ago. So we're looking forward to a new conversation with you.
Yeah.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we answer many real estate questions. We have a full-time real estate office with many exceptional realtors that have been listing, selling, and appraising real estate for over 50 years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab. We have a webcam on top of the building that looks up Drinker Street. You can see it live on our website. Yeah.
Oh, good.
We get hits from all over the world on that thing.
Excellent.
Especially if you want to decide whether you're going to go out and deliver water.
Yeah.
In the crummy weather,
Oh,
you
my
could
goodness.
check the road conditions.
What a different business in the winter and in the summer, with forklifts not wanting to start and me not wanting to start,
Yeah, I know. You don't want to get out of bed. It's so cold, right?
Right.
View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly JRUDDY.com. That's jruddy.com. Also, you could find all the popular podcast apps that we feature this radio show on after it broadcasts at jruddy.com, the radio tab. And check us out on social media.
And Bold Gold Media has an app where you can listen anytime.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, pretty good. Even if you're
Radio Bold.
Radio Bold, that's it.
Yeah.
Radio Bold.
And, when we ask who out there, if you know of anybody that would be a good guest for our show, we're looking for the perfect guest. Someone that has a business that's looking to promote it, that ties into real estate. We're always looking for new, interesting content.
Yeah, local businesses.
Yes, local. Like Tony Amendolaro, owner of Crystal Clear Spring Water Company. You're in Dunmore.
I am. And if I could say one quick thing, you were talking about apps before. I am the technological version of Fred Flintstone. I don't know anything. I've never sent a tweet or a this or a that. I don't understand any of that stuff. And real funny story, I went into an account a few months ago, and I don't know anything about this stuff. And one of the girls at the business looked at me. She knows me, and she said, "Hey, Tone, good morning." And I said, "Good morning." And she said, "Can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Yeah." And I'm carrying 2 jugs of water in to the business. And she looks at me and she goes, "Do you take Venmo?" Now, I've never heard of this before, so I'm just spinning wheels, and I'm trying to, and I looked at her, and I said, "Well, you know what, very fortunate, at 62, I only take a multivitamin. I don't take any prescription medicine at all." Because, now think about it, I was just looking for an answer. Venmo does sound like a medicine, with the side
it's
effects.
like one of the commercials on TV,
yeah.
all these names they make up.
Right, if your tongue swells or you can't do this, call your doctor if you take Venmo. And she looks at me and she goes, "Real funny, Tone. No, I'm serious." And I said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." So I asked my office manager, and she was like, "I have been trying to get you to take Venmo." Deanna, you know Deanna. And
let's pause and talk about Deanna for a
Okay.
second. I'm interrupting your story, which
That's
we will
okay.
momentarily get back to.
All right.
Shout out to Deanna.
Shout out a million times over to Deanna. She is the rock of the business. She
runs everything.
She does.
She
really
runs a
does.
tight ship.
She runs
Without Deanna,
Yep.
would there be a Crystal Clear?
There wouldn't. Well, without Deanna, there wouldn't be a Crystal Clear. With Deanna, there may not be a Tony one day, because I've never envisioned someone killing me before, but she might one of these days.
Have you been married?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have been, yes.
Oh, okay.
before.
All right. Well, then you understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, there's my son. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have my son Dino with me. But so at any rate, we take Venmo now, and I would say that probably 40% of our customers pay through Venmo, and I had no idea what it is and how easy it is. So
Well, you take Venmo twice a day, you'll be fine.
that's exactly right. Yeah. So I just thought that when you said app, I don't even know. Like, I don't do anything with apps. I'm so God.
Well, at least Deanna does. So
She does.
Crystal Clear Spring Water Company, for anyone out there that doesn't know about you, who are you? What do you do?
Well, I grew up in Dunmore, and my father and mother ran a store called King Joe's on Drinker Street for 40 years. Grew up in an entrepreneurial family. We sold spring water out of our store, and we were just saying that we closed the store in 1996 because it was a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365. It was just such a real time commitment. And I took the 17 customers that we had and had a Jeep Wrangler and started delivering water out of a Jeep. And we're fortunate enough 29 years later, after I started doing that we have 3 trucks on the road and a wonderful, beautiful business.
Over 1,100.
Yeah,
accounts.
about 1,100 customers at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very, very blessed.
Yeah, we're one of them.
Yeah, you guys are one of
Oh,
them.
no,
yeah.
we're 2 of them.
Oh,
We're 2 of them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
And if you count my mother,
We're 3.
of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we get a vote in the
You
business?
might be doing
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brothers too. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
that, but anyway, so you deliver water.
We do,
right?
yeah.
So it's spring water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the joke is, I always say that, I hate delivering water in the rain because what I do is I deliver what falls out of the sky every 3 or 4 days. And I've been getting away with it for 29 years. And that's kind of not really true because we deliver a pure product. We deliver spring water, and it's not rainwater, of course. But there's something really just wrong about delivering water in the rain. Like if you were delivering blueberry muffins and they were falling out of the sky as you were delivering them, you'd question what the heck you're doing, And but no, we really enjoy delivering a beautiful product. We bottle at Fox Ledge, which I should mention, in up near Honesdale in Pleasant Mount, Pennsylvania. They're our supplier. They bottle all of our water. They do testing every hour up there, and I always tell people Honesdale is 45 minutes, 50 minutes away. It would be so worth it to take a trip up to see their facility. It's as clean as a hospital. Their water is tested, like I said, every hour. It's I've never ever seen a place like this that just does such quality work
Efficiently.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic people.
Well, it's important to have
It is.
sanitary conditions
Yeah.
under those circumstances. But let's talk about all the different kinds of water that's out there. Mineral water, purified water, distilled water, boiled tap water.
Yeah.
Aren't they as good as spring water?
Well, distilled water, if you want to boil it and it's good, but what you do when you have distilled water or anything other than a pure spring water product coming out of the ground, first of all, with distilled, you lose all the minerals in it. Okay, you boil the taste out of it because you're left basically with hydrogen and oxygen molecules, which really don't taste all that good. But with a spring water product, it has just enough mineral content that it gives it a wonderful, beautiful flavor, and it's so good for you. And it's a fresh product, actually. People don't know that. It's worth mentioning that spring water is like a fruit, not as fragile, of course, but it's a fresh product, which is really nice, It stores in a dark climate, in a closet or something. A 5-gallon jug of water is good for over a year. If it's stored in just out of direct sunlight is basically the enemy.
We found that out.
We have a picture
We have a picture on the counter, and the sun hits it, and it gets green.
It gets green. And here's the crazy part. This is the green isn't bad. There are companies, I promise you this is the truth, that grow what's called blue-green algae, and they grow it by exposing pure spring water to sunlight. When the algae grows on it, they capsulate it, and they sell it as a nutritional supplement. So it's actually good that algae is good for you. But here's the caveat. No one wants green water unless it's St. Patrick's Day.
There's something really wrong about that.
Right?
When I see it, I think, oh my God.
Nope, and it's not bad for you. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's the blue-green algae. But hey, no, green is typically bad.
See,
when
his last words were, "I thought it was okay to drink."
Yeah, right.
Well, my husband accused me of trying to get rid of him because, he was drinking the water out of there because he didn't realize because you did this on purpose.
But as you said, you did have it exposed to sunlight for a period of time.
Yeah, I move it away from the windows in a dark portion of the countertop so that the sunlight would. Now I can just leave it in the sunlight.
Right.
And you can drink it.
Yeah. Yeah. That proves that it's a fresh product, which is really cool.
All right. Okay. So we have spring water, and you deliver every 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it comes in a big plastic jug.
Yeah.
Is glass available?
Glass is available I think they deliver it in certain big cities, and it is astronomical. It's like $100 a jug because of the glass bottle. The deposits are insane. You don't get to bounce around a glass jug very often, and they are available, but it's just not it's not economical anymore. It's not and there's no company in Northeastern or in Pennsylvania, to my knowledge, that does it right now. So you can still find it if you look, but it's not really. They're making progress with the plastics as far as what they have a couple years ago, not a couple, but a few, where if you heated the bottle like in a dishwasher, it was leaching chemicals into whatever you put into the bottle. Baby bottles was a big concern and stuff. But I think they're making a lot of progress with plastic now, and we've never had any complaints. It's relatively safe. I'm sure it is, or they wouldn't be doing it this way forever.
Well, okay. Well, there's that whole big, don't drink out of plastic push. And you could see why. I could see why. In fact, we're not even supposed to be reusing our, the water bottles that we buy in a store.
But the ones that you buy in the store are not the same plastic that they use for the 5-gallon jugs.
No, it's much harder.
It is much harder. Yeah, much harder.
Right.
But then you have people that are saying, okay, you should use a small use, one-use bottle and then throw it away and this and that. And then the environmental people are like, you reuse. So you have two sides here. And,
sure.
And the 5-gallon plastic jug, for the fact that it's a harder plastic and you only get about 1.5 years, 2 years out of a jug, and then it really wears out. Pretty much getting scratched up and stuff. So it's not on the road forever. It's about 1.5 years from a jug that can take 1.5 years worth of use, empty, wash, fill, cap, sell back. That's what we do with Fox Ledge. We send back the empties. They wash them, fill them, cap them, send them back,
Right.
But
okay, so that reminds me of a time. My office is on a concrete slab. There's no basement. So I was probably about 30 years ago, young, and I'm short, right? Would you call me short, Pat?
Petite.
Like petite. Okay, so if anybody out there doesn't know, has never met me in person, so I was changing the water cooler jug, and this older man in our office saw me, and this was back when chivalry was not dead like it is today. Not present company excluded, of course, right? You're welcome. You still get a door for somebody, right?
Of course.
Oh, right. I'm usually behind the guy that slams it in my face. But anyway, I was changing the water bottle. And so this gentleman comes over. Oh, let me help you. He picks up the water bottle. And it fell out of his hands. And guess what happens?
It was a water bomb.
Oh, yeah. 5 gallons of water is an ocean if you put it on the floor at one time. It is insane how much water that is.
Who do you think cleaned it up?
Oh,
You're looking at him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we got where were you? You must have been
I must have been
doing
just coming
signs.
in.
Yeah, you must have been doing signs.
Well, the great thing now is that, let's go back just one. You used to have to turn the jug over on the top of the cooler. And it used to go glug, 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 glug,
Right,
glug.
you'd have to have timing.
It was a timing issue. Yes, you had a perfect timing. Then they invented that little probe that sticks out of the top of the cooler.
that we've broken
And that you've
multiple
broken.
times.
And that was the problem with that. And you know what the problem was is you're putting the jug in at an angle
Yes.
instead of lowering it straight
And it
down.
snaps
And it
it.
snaps off. Now they have the new coolers are called bottom loaders.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Where they really are, aren't they? So you pull the cap off, you can soccer kick it into the cooler and put that straw in it, and no more even picking it up. So and this is all since I've been in business. We started when it was glass, basically, just switching over. And now, wow, the coolers have made so many advances and stuff. It's so nice. It
would be nice to get it from the front porch into the cooler.
Yeah,
Do you provide that service?
No, you can't with insurance. You're not allowed to walk in anybody's house. That's,
All right, okay.
But
I'm
you know what's funny?
kidding.
No, I know. But the 1 foot by 1 foot square that it takes up in your kitchen, and it's 4 feet tall approximately or whatever, that 1 foot by 1 foot, I try to tell people, I know I sell water and I'm going to be positive about water, but your body is in between 65 and 75% water. I always tell people, you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, whatever, you take a shower, You take an 8 to 10 ounce glass of water and you drink that. That's a shower for the inside of your body. Okay? Your body's been resting all night and it's been basically drying out. You have to go to the bathroom when you get up in the morning, so you're going to get rid of all. You have to put something back in. And what people typically put in is coffee, tea, energy drink or something like that. Your body wants water because it's made of water.
Well, it doesn't get it till I drink my coffee. And there's water and coffee.
Well, see, now there you go. Okay.
You're not winning this one.
We could justify anything, right? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know
Trust
who
me.
you're talking to?
There's nothing that happens until she has her coffee.
Okay.
No conversation.
Don't talk to me.
No,
Don't talk
yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Just-
I can't. I can barely move. Tony Amendolara, owner of Crystal Clear Spring Water Company. Where are you located, and how does someone get in touch with Crystal Clear?
We're at 622 East Drinker Street, which is the site of where my parents had the store, King Joe's, in Dunmore.
Is it the one with the beetle outside?
That's the one with, oh my God, the beetle. Oh, everybody loves my beetle. And there's a story behind it, but we can get to it sometime. But it's a beautiful little hippie beetle that's out in front of the building. And, but it's 622 East Drinker Street, Dunmore, 570-347-0558. My cell phone number is 570-241-4548. And while we're mentioning this is something I was speaking with an executive of a tire store in the area. I won't name the business, but great company, great people. And we were talking about the fact that when you call this big outfit that sells tires in northeastern Pennsylvania, somebody answers the phone. You don't have to, press this for that or star for that or para español marca nueve or I'm not, that's not de-edifying. I'm just saying that's what you go through. And when you call us, somebody, Deanna or I, will answer the phone and say crystal clear. You don't have to do a dance. You speak to the bosses, you speak to people that run things. And that's so nice. And that's something that my father had always instilled in us is answer the phone. Don't let them leave a message as much as you possibly can. So 347-0558, 241-4548, both in 570 area code. And we're across the street from Holy Cross High School and up about 2 blocks, if you know Dunmore well at all, on Drinker Street.
Thank you, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Pat?
Yes, we have a beautifully updated 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at 3411 Pittston Avenue in Moosic for $279,000. This home was remodeled. It's got a new kitchen and a living room. It's got fresh modern finishes. Both full baths have stunning tile work. It's got new flooring throughout. The house has a new roof. It's got ductless air conditioning, a large detached garage. It also has a large yard with plenty of off-street parking, and the whole home has been freshly repainted. That's a remodeled 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at 3411 Pittston Avenue in Moosic for $279,000, and that's listed by Joanne Connell of our office.
Thank you, Pat. From April 2024 to March 2025, foreign buyer residential purchases accounted for $56 billion, according to the National Association of Realtors. During that period, foreign buyers made 78,100 existing home purchases, with a median purchase price of $494,400 compared to $408,500 for all U.S. existing homes sold. Approximately 56% of those foreign buyers reside in the country or are non-immigrant visa holders, and 47% purchased a property for use as a vacation home, rental, or both. 77% of foreign buyers purchased a detached single-family home or townhome. 44% purchased it in a suburban area. 47% paid all cash. And Pennsylvania is tied for the 5th most popular destination for foreign buyers from Mexico, with 5% of all buyers purchasing property in the Commonwealth, with the other states being Michigan, Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, and Missouri. Out of all 50 states, Pennsylvania ranks number 14 for overall foreign purchases, with 1,562 purchases made within the same period. Consistent with recent years, this made up about 2% of all purchases within our state. Nationally, the top destinations for all foreign buyers were number 1,
Florida?
Yay, yes. 2,
Texas.
California.
you're right. Number 3,
Texas?
okay, you got it. Number 4,
South Carolina?
you got it.
What was it?
New York.
New York.
5,
Jessup.
State, Tony.
I think Jessup's a state now, isn't it?
It's a state of mind, that's for sure.
That's for
How about South Carolina?
How about Arizona?
Arizona.
Foreign buyers most came from China, 15%, Canada, 14%, and Mexico, 8%. Interesting data, wouldn't you say?
Excellent.
Okay.
There'll be a quiz.
All right.
Right.
And our special sponsor this week is 1031 Corp. They help real estate investors defer capital gains when selling and reinvesting in business use or investment property. 1031 Corp is the middleman you need to help you complete a 1031 exchange. And over 3 decades, they have mastered how to keep the exchange process easy and simple for you. Their exchange experts will educate you on 1031 exchanges, review your situation, and walk you through the entire process. If you own an investment or business property, whether it is residential or commercial, contact 1031 Corp. They can be reached at 1031corp.com or 1-800-828-1031. We'll be back in a few moments with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker.
The talented team of professionals at Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. They're not just real estate agents, they're agents of change. They're on a never-ending quest for the best for you and your family. They can help you find precisely what you want at this time in your life. A computer, a website, an app, and a listing by itself can't do that. They're obsessed with better and deliver extraordinary, embracing the what if, not just the what's been done before, with a level of accountability and honesty not found anywhere else in the real estate industry. Don't settle for average, okay, or just all right. This change in your life is monumental, and there's only one Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate that will help you rock that change. Call 570-344-6724 and visit jruddy.com, JRUDDY.com. Each Century 21 office is independently owned and operated.
We're back with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
And we're back.
With Tony Amandolaro, owner of
yes.
Crystal Clear Spring Water Company.
Wonderful.
Yes, we're back. So we were talking about spring water and the
Yes.
benefits, right?
Yes, I've got one. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, cold and flu season. You watch TV, everybody's got this cure, something to swallow, something to stick in your nose and spray and stuff like that. Isn't it? It's amazing that if you get a cold and you take a gallon jug, like a gallon of water, and you go about a quarter orange juice and the rest of it 3/4 water. And if you're going to be home that day, you call off sick, you're really, really sick, make it your job to drink that entire gallon of water/orange juice, okay? What you're basically doing is like when you take your car in for an oil change. When you take that gallon of water and put it in you in one day, and then obviously you go to the bathroom all day long too. The next day, your body, you've taken the toxins and just exited them out of your system with a gallon of water, and it works. So if it's that important when you're sick, it's also that important when you're healthy. We mentioned before in the last segment that we're 65 to 75% made of water. Yet how much water do we put back in? We count on it coming from the coffee that's in water that everybody needs. But it's so, and here's the point, is that if you have this 1 foot by 1 foot by 4 foot spring water cooler in your home, you can look at that and say, like, otherwise, okay, I got to get water. Where's the water? It's there. If you have a cooler in your home, I guarantee your kids will drink less soda, less other things that might, not be doing the body. When the cooler is there, it's just there. It's in your vision, and you can see it and you drink more water.
We have a whole house water filter, and I can absolutely taste the difference between the tap water and the water out of the cooler.
Well,
now, if you ever did a construction site and you cut a water main.
Oh, I was just going to say that. Go ahead.
Have you ever seen what's in a water main?
Unbelievable.
It's nasty. Now, if I used to be a fireman in New York, and we would test the hydrants, so it would be on the same water main, and we would open the main, and the water would come out like oil.
Yep.
Or chocolate milk, because it would kick up all the dirt and all the sediments, and everybody in the neighborhood would be mad because their laundry would go brown because we dirtied the water. But that's in the pipes.
Yep.
That's you're drinking that stuff. So
Yep. They say that the water, and I got a call from a guy that was working with the water company, and we're not trying to talk down the water company at all, but they provide water through these 100-year-old pipes, and what do you expect, And they said they were on a job site, and they saw a water main break, and they saw when they pulled the pipe up out of the ground, and they said about an eighth of the jug of the pipe was on the bottom was like this jelly that the water was riding across to get to your shower and to your sink. And he said, I need a cooler, and I do water at my house immediately because, and it's the truth. If you're going to showering or whatever, here's another thing too. I tell people at new stops, if you have pets, dog or a cat, I just want to let you know, if you get them started, if you pour spring water into their bowl, okay, one time, and they get used to it, you try to put sink water in their bowl, and they will look at you and say, are you kidding me? Because their sense of smell is so much enhanced than ours that they can smell all what we can't. And they're like, no, I want what you gave me before. So if you get your pet started on spring water, they're not going to drink tap water. And that's the truth. It's and people that have pets
you could taste the chlorine,
you
especially.
You could.
And chlorine is so bad for us.
Yeah,
our hair, our nails, our skin.
So again, 65 to 75% water. And what are we putting in?
I have to say, and it seems like I have something to say about this matter every single show, but I'm going to say
you have no opinion. I'm surprised that you have an opinion on something.
Okay. So privately, my opinions, I think, are a lot, more severe than they are on air. But I am going to say something. For what we pay for water, public water,
we're getting ripped off.
We should have, and they have some sort of marketing campaign right now about how wonderful the water is.
Yeah.
But it isn't.
It isn't. No, it isn't.
And so they meet all these tests and this and that and that, and that's fine. But what are I think their standards may be minimum or whatever. But for what we pay, my gosh, what we pay, it should be better than well water.
Yeah. Not that anything is really wrong with well water. It's very high in mineral content. If you do laundry, like I grew up in the country.
I would love well water. I'm thinking about drilling one in Dunmore.
Oh, are you really?
All right.
But yeah, we have I'm a Dunmore guy, but we live in Elmhurst now, and we have a little farm in Elmhurst, and we have a well. And well water is great. If you make tea and you put a tea bag in well water, the tea will darken immediately because of all the minerals, high mineral content, which interacts with the tea.
Is that why it takes 20 minutes with public water?
Probably, yeah.
For the tea to get dark.
Too. Laundry, well water does not mix with laundry detergent, so laundry takes a long time to wash in well water. There's a lot of stuff going on with different kinds of water. But isn't it crazy? Like I'm holding right now, we have in the studio here a little bottle, a 16.9 ounce called a half-liter bottle of water. This bottle of water, which I sell per case, and per case it ends up being very, very cheap. But if you go to a football game or whatever, this is $8-9, for this little tiny bottle of water. It's the most not flexible, but the diversity in prices is incredible with water. A 5-gallon jug is roughly $7, $7.25, depending on location and stuff where we deliver to for 5 gallons of water.
Where do you deliver to?
We go as far north, we go from basically Kingston all the way to Carbondale. That's and all
Quite
the way in between. Yeah, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, obviously following the Lackawanna River through Dixon City and Oliphant and Peckville and Jessup and all the way up there, going to all the way headed towards Carbondale. Those are wonderful little towns up there that we deal with, and then Taylor, Old Forge, Duryea, going down south of the valley as well.
Thank you, Tony. Tony Amendolara, owner of Crystal Clear Spring Water. What is your contact information?
We're at 622 East Drinker Street, Dunmore. Our phone numbers are 570-347-0558 and 570-241-4548. Somebody will answer the phone, guaranteed.
Thank you, Tony. Would you come back next week?
We sure would.
Thank you. Pat?
Yes, we have a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2-bath home at 42 Davis Street in Springbrook Township for $389,000. This updated, it's a bi-level home. It's in the North Pocono School District. It's been freshly painted and newly carpeted and is ready for a new owner. This home, it sits on 1 acre of land. When I was up there and I saw it, it's got a large commercial garage. I love the garage with the big doors. You can put anything you want in there. It's perfect for a car collector or a contractor. The home has a large rear deck, ductless air conditioning, completely finished lower level with the wood-burning stove. That's a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2-bath, bi-level home at 42 Davis Street in Springbrook Township with a huge garage for $389,000. And that's listed by Gail Lewis of our office.
Don't forget to join us next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker.